Hello everybody and welcome to Ian's Bricks. My name is Ian and welcome to my attic. So a lot of people wonder, all this Lego that I buy, where do I put it? So I've got quite a lot of it stashed around in my flat, my apartment. There's some in my garage as well, but a lot of the stuff I have to put into my attic just because I don't have enough room in the rest of the house. I'm sort of overflowing with Lego, but it's actually a really good space up here. A lot of people sort of asked me before when I did a similar video to this is to don't you worry about the heat. Now it is quite warm up here today. Obviously we're in the middle of July, it's summer, although our summer in the UK has taken a little bit of a nosedive recently. There's a heat wave on in southern Europe at the moment, but here it's just not the case. It's been around about sort of 18-20 degrees most days, and there's actually quite windy today, so there's quite a breeze coming through. I do actually have a loft hat which I'll show you. There's the loft hatch, which is quite small. It goes into the small toilet that we have in the flat. So it is quite difficult to get boxes up here, but I've got my step ladder, and it's relatively good to be able to get up here. And as you can see, I've sort of got some boards down, and you can sort of see all the way along here. I have it's a little bit precarious, but I know where the boards are, so it's not too bad. So as I was saying, this is where I store a lot of my Lego, but I've needed a little bit of a sort out because the problem that I have is that when I take Lego out of here for brick festivals, some of the boxes get half empty, and then I'm sort of running out of space. There's actually a lot of space up here. I just need to be a little bit better organised. So if I can sort of turn the camera around and show you what I'm working on at the moment. As you can see here on the right hand side, there's a chimney breast. We don't actually use it as a chimney, it's obviously still there, it's brick built, so it's going to remain in place. And what I've done here, you can see how I sort of stack things up. This area over here has got loads and loads of Lego sets in there. They're all labelled, I know where all the boxes are, I sort of number them as well. So you can see that one there is J22, and there's J8 down there, so I have a list of all the sets and where they all are. You can see my aerial, my TV aerial up here. I've got a little rechargeable light as well because there's no electricity up here, so I have to bring the lights up, but it works quite well. Anyway, I did have some Lego in here, but it was all getting a bit of a mess, so I've decided to empty the whole lot out here. So quite a few of the sets are in these boxes here that you can sort of see in the middle, and what I'm doing is I'm going through the sets, having a look in the boxes, having to rearrange, taking some sets out which I think I might be selling in the next couple of months or so, and then everything else I'm going to be stacking here at the back of the attic, just to sort of create a little bit more space. I've started numbering up to where are we now? That's M1, M2, so I'm starting to use the letter M now, so I'll use all the M numbers all sort of down this central bit here where you can see these two beams, and I'll have another smaller section here up against the chimney breast, which I'll probably label a different number. But for now, that's what I'm doing. I'm going through some of the boxes and having to rearrange, stacking all the boxes up. You can see there, if I just sort of zoom in a little bit, you can probably see that there is a little bit of a gap in the roof, but it's fine. As I say, we don't get any water in here. It's pretty dry up here, so it's actually not a bad place to store stuff. As I say, in the winter it does get cold, and in the summer it can get quite warm, but I say because we're quite lucky where I live on the south coast of the UK, we never get real extreme heat, temperature heat. I think the hottest really that I've ever known it in the 10 years that I've lived down here, being less than a mile from the coast as well, is only sort of about 32-33 degrees. That's on a really hot day. Most of the time it's under 25, and I say in the winter time we do get cold, but again we don't get that many frosts here because we're near the coast. We do get temperatures that are freezing, and although you do get a very small amount of damp maybe in the winter, it's really not that bad at all. And I have to say, because I store a lot of my sets in these Lego boxes here, it does mean that things do stay quite well, and don't really get damaged by any kind of extreme sort of heat or damp or anything like that up here. This little section here, so near where I come up into the attic, into the loft here, you can see this area is a little bit of a mess. So sort of over here at the back we have lots of sort of empty boxes. They all need tidying up and sorting out. We've got some sets in here that you can see. These are quite new. These are some of the things I bought recently, but all of the boxes here, sort of from this level at the back down to here, they're all things that need sort of reorganizing, moving to a better location so I can free this space up, because what I ultimately want to do, these sections at the back, these are my sort of early storage areas here, and I've got this huge area here with nothing in it particularly. This all needs sorting out as well and reorganizing, so I've got quite a lot to do. So I'm going to get cracking, and hopefully I'll be able to show you the progress, or some of the progress that I've made today. As I say, even though it's not too warm today, the attic still does get quite warm. It is quite warm. You can see my face is quite red at the moment. So I'll stay up here maybe for a couple of hours. I've got plenty of drinks with me and things like that. I've got a bit of music to keep me company as well while I do all of this. But hopefully I'll be able to show you a little bit more progress once I've done what I need to do. Let's get on with it. Here we have the next box that I'm sort of filling up and making sure it's all full of nice Lego sets. So we've got all sorts of things in here. These are all things I've bought recently. So we've got some Bush helmets there. They're not retiring, so these can be stacked away. The Horizon tall neck obviously upside down. We've got some Speed Champions there as well, and some brick heads. So all of these are still all on general sale, so these can get stacked away towards the back of my storage area. What I've done is I've just done a fairly simple post-it note here with all the sets on and how many are in there with some numbers. And what I also do is I make a list as I'm going along. As I said, a number of the boxes, obviously you've got M1, 2, 3 and 4. I've just done, this is box M4, and I also list all the items. And then what I do is I use this list, I go downstairs later on, maybe into this evening or tomorrow, and I'll log all these onto a spreadsheet so that when later on I'm looking for sets, I know exactly where to find them all. There we have the box all labelled up. I mean, it's fairly simple, to be fair. Just use sticky labels and a nice thick pen so I can see what the numbers are. I also just use some sellotape as well, some sticky tape, just to stick these labels on, because I found when I was sticking them on, the post-it notes weren't strong enough. They'd lose their sticky after a while and fall off. So I also tape those on there as well. And then I just have to position the box. Obviously I have to be careful because we've only got joists here, and if I put my foot, my big clumsy foot, through any of this, then I'll go through the ceiling. So I have to be very, very careful when I'm doing this. But yeah, I just take my time. I don't rush with this particular thing. So yeah, that's the first, well, the next box there, that's all sorted. So let's see how many more boxes we can get in. So it's a couple of hours later. I'm a little bit tired now, actually. It's been good. I've made some good progress though. So let me show you what it looks like now. As you can see, I've got loads of boxes in the larger section here on the left. I've numbered all the way down to M18. I've got plenty of space here for some more boxes to go in as and when I get them. And then here on the right hand side, I've got some of the smaller boxes. I've started numbering those from N onwards. As I say, it just makes it easier for me to locate where sets are if and when I need to find them. Most of the sets that are in here are sort of newer sets that are still available, so I probably won't be touching this area for a while. What I did do is I took a lot of the let me show you down here. I took a lot of the sets that potentially I'll be taking to brick festivals over the next couple of months. I put them in boxes down here. This is just a bag of stuff I still need to figure out what to do with. But as you can see, it's although it's still very, very full up here, there's a lot more distinction as to where I can sort of walk now. I've got, what's quite nice, I've got quite a few of these spare boxes. These are the older style Lego boxes here. These are all empty at the moment. So yeah, I'll be able to fill those with Lego sets as and when I get them. So it's nice to have some spare boxes. And over here, so this area here is an absolute mess. These are basically old boxes, and I'm probably just going to end up breaking most of these down because they're either too small or a lot of the Amazon ones aren't particularly strong. So I'll probably end up breaking most of these down and recycling those. We do get cardboard recycling where I live, so maybe that's my job for tomorrow, is to break all those down. And another thing I want to show you here, even though there's still a lot of boxes here in this section, all of these are promos. So every single one of these in here is a promo set. I'll show you inside of some of the boxes to give you an idea. I'm not going to open all the boxes, but this one here is full of really old Lego Christmas sets here, so I'll be taking these to one of my Lego fairs nearer to Christmas time. Here are some more recent sets here. I've got some promos. I've also got the Wall-E sets as well. I've decided to take those to one of my upcoming brick festivals. This is also quite recent. We've got some of the Kids Adventure Playground. We've got the Disney 100 set here, and some of the sandwich shops as well, so they're all from recent hauls. Also some more up-to-date ones as well. Children's Amusement Park, we've got a Bionicle there. This is in a slightly older one. Adventures, we've got a Forestman here. So yeah, there's quite a few, and there's some older ones as well in here. So all of these, the reason why I had Harry Potter, that's quite worth quite a bit, that one, and some Christmas ones, and Ray the Castaway, and I've got some of the VIP poly bags there as well. And the reason I keep them there rather than labelling them and putting them sort of away is that I tend to sell my free gifts with purchase quite quickly, so I don't sort of store them away. A lot of the sets that I've packed away today I won't probably be touching for quite a while, whereas these ones that I've just shown you all the promos, I'll probably be taking most of these to upcoming brick festivals. I've got one planned in September in Bournemouth and one in the beginning of November in Weston-super-Mare, so they're the only two more that I'm going to be doing this year within 2023. But yeah, I'm hoping to say, well, I'm having to sort out now while I can, so I don't get to sort of the end of August and have loads and loads of work to do. So it's been a very, very productive day. Just to give you an idea of how many sets I've actually boxed away and catalogued today, I think I sort of started around about here earlier, so I've gone all the way down, loads of different sets here, and there's also a side B to this, so there's quite a lot of sets in quite a lot of the boxes. I find that's the best way of doing it in some of the larger boxes, and we also have some of the N ones here as well. So yeah, quite a lot of sets that I've catalogued, boxed up and put away. That's pretty much for now, so I'm going to just clear a few bits and bobs I've got upstairs, like my speakers and my pens and all my paperwork and stuff like that, and pack everything away. I'm going to have a shower because I'm really hot and sweaty, but yeah, I just wanted to show you the lengths, unfortunately, that I have to go to. And I know what you're probably saying, why are you still doing this in your attic? Well, I've still got space in my attic, and I could hire a unit, but then I've got to travel to the unit. There's a cost of the unit, travel cost to the unit as well. So whilst I've still got enough space in my attic, and as I say, things in here do keep okay. I know a lot of people worry about what the quality of the Lego inside is going to be like. I say very, very lucky where I live that I don't get too many problems with too hot, too cold, too much moisture, too much humidity. Very, very lucky indeed. So yeah, this is why I store Lego in my attic. It's a pain for me to get up in here. I don't like coming up in here, but once I get going, I can normally get quite a lot done. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. But that's everything for now. Until the next video that I do, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.